This is Barnmates.
And much like this episode, we are on an apology tour.
Yeah,
so
we can...
I'd like to apologize to everybody on the planet who I've offended. Maybe some people in space. I know there's some people in the International Space Station.
Yeah.
Especially the people from New York.
Just say NY.
That city.
Yeah.
Not Jersey. Actually, I'm okay with Jersey. I root for the underdog, so they're good people.
Unless the next episode changes our mind on that, which is unlikely. Let's just fucking talk about Jersey again. You know the problem with Jersey. No.
We've already come through there.
Okay, so this is another kind of bonding episode between, we got one between Peridot and Lapis, and she's trying to do everything she can to kind of be on her side, which I like. I like seeing Peridot legitimately trying to win somebody over when she was the one that had to be won over before. And I like seeing her legitimately trying, and Lapis, understandably so, just saying, like, keep your distance, don't talk to me. Yeah, and then you get that big-ass eye that comes in at the end, and then you get one of the little half-garnet soldiers with a ruby eye, and it's like, ooh, it's gonna happen.
That was you. I was more like, the fuck!
I like it when something legitimately intimidating happens in the show. That eye seemed, legitimately threatening, and I think my favorite thing in the whole episode is when it was both really intimidating and really funny is when they build the lake, the tiny little lake, and then Lapis...
She has that Nam flashback.
Yeah.
Like that was like some PTSD going on. It was my tomb.
What an unbelievable angle in drawing that one.
That was just, that killed
talking.
me. It's like, I both felt bad for her, but at the same time I was laughing because it was so over the top.
Well, no, it is funny. It's very, very funny.
It was like Principal Skinner, like flashing back to his days, back in Nam.
I felt the expressions on this one were especially good. A lot of Peridot
See, now you wanted her to have mirror eyes.
Yeah, probably... That joke definitely wouldn't have worked. If she had mirror eyes. You needed to see those people. So you need to see them squinting.
Who was right? Say it.
Well,
Say it.
Both agreed at some point.
Say it!
New Jersey sucks! There, I said it. I know it's hard to get out of me.
No, it was New York sucks.
Watch, I bet you anything, like, all the comments in the last video is gonna be, like, New York and New Jersey, like, what the hell's wrong with you? Lay off them, and then, like, we clearly would have learned the lesson.
No, that's the funny thing. Whatever I think is gonna happen doesn't. So
it never does.
It's gonna be New Yorkers themselves are just like, yeah,
fuck us.
We blow.
So
it's like I can never predict what the reaction's gonna be.
You know what I like about this show is that, of course, it has the action, it has the characters, it's got the great artwork. I really like the way they kind of show relationships and friendships and stuff like that. And it doesn't always work necessarily kind of the way you'd predict. Especially when he's drawing that line down the middle. I'm like, don't do this. Don't do this. And they don't. And it's like, thank God.
Well, I'm glad they brought... Oh, so the scene at the pool was like... That basically... That felt good to me because when Steven drew that line, I turned to you and I'm like, she was trapped in an ocean for months. Why does she even need a fucking house?
Yeah.
She could live in... Do you think exposure to the elements is gonna kill this
Even
girl?
where she was, she's on
a
top
gem.
of... Yeah, she's on top of...
It's like, why does she need to live in the barn with Peridot? And then later, it's just like, I was trapped in... I was like, see, Steven? You see what you're trying to do? What you're doing there?
And I like it isn't necessarily a thing that wins her over. I mean, it really kind of looks like no matter what, it seems like it's more just time and her constantly trying that finally did it.
I think Peridot about ready to get blowed up helped too.
Well, no, but I like too that she respects her wishes when she says, what do you want? I'll do it. And she says, leave. And she goes,
oh,
okay.
that scene where she freaking crushes the tape recorder.
That kind of
harsh. I'm like, oh, just because you know how important that thing is to Peridot.
Yeah. So I
Jinx.
like, but she's also doing it her own way. I love that opening where she's discussing her plan, how she's gonna win Lapis over right in front of Lapis. Then she turns and says, "Let's begin." Like she's just gonna do it, and she clearly hasn't caught on to everything yet, which I like. And I think it's, again, especially for a kid show, that sort of makes this kind of stuff more interesting to teach when someone has a legit reason for not catching on to all of this stuff. So yeah, trying to think of much else. I think we have like, I mean, the color wise, we have red, we have green, we have, what color is Pearl? Like white,
Pastel
yellow?
of some
Yeah,
sort. Like
we got
she's
we got purple, we got blue. I mean,
Easter
it's like,
Easter colors.
Yeah.
I look at Pearl, I think Easter egg.
I feel like we kind of have like a lot of the colors in here now, which I really like. I think it makes them very, very distinct and stands out. And again, you can just look at their profile,
we
their outline,
have
you can tell who is who.
Burnt sienna.
What color is burnt sienna? I guess that's kind of answering my own
It's
question.
sienna that is burnt.
Thank you. Yeah, that's.
I think it's like a weird off brown.
Okay.
It's let's go find a box of crayons.
Yeah, that'll tell us. Like one of those obnoxious.
Oh, so a weird thing for me. I'm getting used to it again, but watching the previous episode and now this one, I'm having a little trouble taking Steven seriously because we met the kid. And
yeah, he's like 18.
Yeah. Well, that's.
I mean, that's still okay.
Dude,
like,
we're
kid
old
age.
to us.
Yeah.
That's a kid.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I thought like maybe he'd be 14, 13, something like that.
I
But
gotta
he
give
had a
him-
booth next to us. And,
Was it Zach?
Zach something. I forget his last name.
It was Callison.
So, wait, we didn't have like an in-depth talk or
Collinson?
anything like
Yeah.
that, but,
But
he just has like, maybe
No,
a slightly
we-
younger sounding voice,
Yeah.
but it's,
It was surprising because I was thinking this was like a 10-year-old or something, and then they're like, "Oh, the kid from Steven Universe is here. You should go say hi." And I'm like, "All right." And when so it's like one of those things where you want to shake like a little kid's hand, like, "Hi." We were kind of shocked, but he was very friendly. I'm pretty sure he had no clue who we were, but
he
did that nice thing where he's like, "Oh, it's great always to meet a fan like we
all
recognize
the support we can have, that's
so-
always the most helpful. I'm like, I know this shtick. I mean, it's fine. This is the same shtick
We
I
do
give.
we do the same thing when it's like
I mean,
somebody shakes our hand and we don't know like who they are necessarily.
yeah.
but,
So, but I mean, like,
So-
he was really nice, and we took.
but when
pictures,
you're in a con situation like that, you're always friendly with the other people in the green room and stuff you meet.
well, I think people forget just how many people you meet at these cons.
Oh, God,
I mean,
yeah.
you just run into all these people, and it's like some you know, some you don't.
I feel bad when fans or other people who were working at the con come up like the next year. It's like, "Oh yeah, we've met." I'm like, yes, we did. You're that guy.
I'm like
That-
brutally honest when it comes to that. I'm like, I'm sorry, my memory's terrible. I just try to remind me. If they bring something up, I'll usually.
If I have a very vague memory, if I could just flash instantly and for a second be like, okay, I'll do the half-lie thing and be like, oh yeah, I remember. If you're right, if I completely don't remember them, like not even a flash in my head,
you can't keep it going.
I'm just like,
mess
listen,
up.
I'm gonna be honest, we meet so many people and we do so many of these things. This is like it's nothing against you, and most of the time they're pretty cool with that. One time I woke up in a back alley, beaten nearly to death, but
By Zach.
yeah, that kid has got
Very
a
violent.
left- He's got like a right hook that just you would not believe.
But
Board with a nail on it. That's his preferred weapon of choice. People don't know that.
The funny thing is, I thought maybe that would be an issue, but watching it, I mean, I think because the voice is so distinct, I'm just like, that's Steven. I mean,
It's getting better. Like I'm getting used to it again. But
you can
I
hear
just
the cracking a little bit more
I
when
keep
you know it's an
I keep
18-year-old.
flashing to that guy. And it's hard to like somebody like Dipper or Mabel, like that's their real
voice, yeah.
like Kristen Shaw or the guy who plays it, that's their real voice. There's no affectation really. But with him it's so night and day because he just has a normal like late teens, like 18-year-old kind of voice.
Yeah.
And then I remember we were like the party at the green room. We're out on the balcony there at the hotel, and we're all like talking, and it's like a kind of a large crowd on this balcony, and out of nowhere, I just hear Steven Universe's voice, like he's doing it for somebody. I'm just like, wow, this is so surreal. I've got Steven Universe behind me.
We actually met his dad too. It was very nice.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I keep like
His real dad, not the
I
actor
keep
who
flashing
plays his
back to
dad.
just hearing that like normal guy voice, and then all of a sudden, "Hey, Steven!" And I'm like, this is so weird. But yeah, so that was fun. I thought I would just
Yeah, I'm
share that, I guess. I don't know.
I guess I mean, to me, it's really a testament how good, some voice actors can be, because, like, I can just, like I said, maybe a little, I can hear the cracking voice a little bit more, but it's like, I still hear Steven
He had
Universe,
the panel right
watching
before us, and we were waiting for
Yeah.
that panel to open. We were, like, sitting there, like, come on, Steven, time's up. Like, no. We were just waiting for his panel to end, and he did the voice there, like, up at the table, like, for people.
they're like,
Yeah, and
all
I
the
just,
fangirls,
I
everything.
like, Doug and I are just, like, sitting here watching this in our jaws when he just unleashes that little kid voice, and we're just, dong. Like, we were just like, wow.
No, I remember because we were kind of saying, like, this is him, right? Like,
Yeah, we didn't
that
believe
is
it.
him.
We barely believed it at first. I was like, maybe this is someone else on the show? Like, maybe, and then we're just, like, if he wasn't so young, I would have been like, well, maybe that's Steven Universe's dad. Obviously, that wouldn't work, but if he were, like, 15 years older, I would have been like, yeah, maybe there's some little kid wondering. But no, he did it. It's an incredible talent. I can't, like, affecting a voice like that.
Well, we can make our voices pretty high, but it's obviously a fake voice. Like, he can kind of, like, you can tell it's a voice, but it's still,
He
sounds
sounds like a
little boy.
legit little kid. So, and
Yeah.
he's a good actor.
But yeah, trying to think of anything else with this episode. I'm really curious where it's gonna go now with that little half-hearted, little Ruby coming out.
Fight!
What they're gonna do with that. So yeah, that's about it. We will see you in the next one. Later.
Yeah.